Test, test. Welcome to the Eureka Street Crypto Podcast. Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting live from Leander, Texas. It is 5:22. No, it is not. It's 5:44 in the morning, and I need to change my computer clock. It's all jacked up. Anyway, so yeah, yesterday's broadcast was a little loud, so let me see if I can't fix that here. Okay. All right. Anyway, so yeah, this is my morning show and my crypto brain dump. Every single morning, I talk about something new that I've learned in crypto, and I learn a lot every single day. I'm constantly doing, listening to podcasts, reading books, scrolling through Twitter, doing all types of stuff just to learn something new. I've been documenting this journey of new stuff that I've learned in crypto not from day one. I started getting into crypto back in 2018, but October 24th, 2020 is when I finally decided to turn on the YouTube channel and just flip on the switch and just kind of go at it with my limited knowledge and try to learn something new every day and document that. And that's exactly what I've been doing. So yeah, I've come a long ways. I've met a lot of people. I've joined 3 DAOs that I'm actively participating in. I just, as you saw, just went to ETH Denver. I didn't actually go to ETH Denver, but I was part of the new DAO Denver conference that was happening just down the street 2 days before ETH Denver started. And I did all the live streaming for that. So yeah, crypto has really gotten me back in the saddle as far as my whole AV career. I'm really trying to start that back up and get out of the manufacturing plant. So yeah, so that's what it is. The live stream went well. We'll be having all the footage coming out, trickling out of DAOdenver.org. So go check that out. And that DAOdenver.org is basically just a resource space for all things DAO and to help businesses and individuals figure out how to start their own DAOs. And DAOs, if you don't know, are decentralized autonomous organizations. They're basically community-owned organizations in which everybody votes with the token weighting, and you can vote. There's a lot of different ways you can vote, and that depends on DAO governance. But it's a flattened organization. It's not top down. It's not centralized. Well, ideally not centralized. And however, it's human nature. We kind of centralize certain things at some points and times. But everybody can see the treasury, and everybody votes on treasury actions. So there's no one person in control of a DAO. And that's kind of been a little issue as far as governments and I guess federal entities recognizing DAOs, because a lot of times whenever you register a company, you have to register it in somebody's name or and DAOs, there really is no one person in charge. So I just talked yesterday about how DAOs can be incorporated in the Marshall Islands, and there's a project called MIDAO, MIDAO.org, that is helping people to become registered in the Marshall Islands. So check that one out. And I talked about that yesterday. There's a new project that came out with an automated market maker called Shipyard Software, and they are the first one to incorporate as a DAO in Marshall Islands. So first case study right there, and so far so good. And I want to talk about their exchange, but first there's an urgent matter. I'll probably end up talking about their exchange, their automated market maker, which is kind of like Uniswap, and they have one that is geared towards the little guy, which I think is absolutely amazing, because I'm the little guy, and it's for people with transactions under $10,000. And yeah, you won't be really seeing me do any transactions over $10,000. And the problem is with Ethereum, it's becoming harder and harder, if not already impossible. And it's not impossible, but to for anybody doing smaller transactions like that to interact on Ethereum, which is why we suddenly, over the past year and a half or so, have had the birth of all these layer 2 solutions and alternate blockchains like Avalanche and Phantom and stuff like that. To get around the whole issue of the high Ethereum gas fees. And apparently Ethereum is having the merge, previously 1.0 and 2.0, but they don't like to use that vernacular in order to be able to scale up and have cheaper transactions and faster transactions and everything like that. However, I don't know if the transactions on Ethereum are ever going to get cheaper, because the more that they scale, the more people are adopting, the more institutions are adopting Ethereum right now. And so it just seems like the more they scale, the more they really are just trying to fit the current demand that keeps growing. And if you don't know, Ethereum gas systems run on an auction style system. And anytime a transaction has to go through, or somebody wants to put a transaction through, they get to pick their speed, and slow, medium, fast. And it's like an auction system. And the more you pay in gas, the faster your transaction goes through, because the miners, are picking transactions. And yeah, they obviously want to pick the ones that pay the most first. And yeah, then your transaction goes through. I'm not really sure how that's going to look. Once the merge fully happens, this whole update, I don't want to say it, but I'll say it, between 1.0 and 2.0. I know the Ethereum Foundation doesn't want people to say 1.0 and 2.0, but it's hard to break old habits. Anyway, so let's take a look over here at CoinGecko. Bitcoin is at 38,000. Hold on, let me just refresh this thing here and see what's up. So yeah, CoinGecko, my coin listing website of choice. You can always use CoinMarketCap, CoinPaprika, CoinCodex, and several others. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, there's a bunch of paid ones, token metrics and stuff like that. So Bitcoin is 37,791.41 cents. Ethereum is 2,639.17. You would think Ethereum would be up, since they're having an Ethereum. They just had an Ethereum conference in Denver. But yeah, no, not as the case. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I don't try to keep track of why exactly a lot of these prices fly around the way they do. They just do, and it's pretty exciting to watch, for me anyway. So yeah, I'm just a nerd like that. Tether is 99 cents, 0.999852 cents. So just off the peg of $1. Binance is 372.76. USDC's dollar, of course, stablecoin XRP 76 cents, Cardano 92 cents, Solana 90.38, Terra 50.59, Avalanche 77.70, Polkadot 16.30, the Doge 13 cents, Binance USD is a stablecoin at 0.99 cents, Shiba Inu some ungodly low number, 0.0000, I don't know, whatever, 2596, down 14.5%. So everything's pretty much in the red right now. Yeah, and Polygon $1.52. Yeah, so the crypto.com token down 40 cents, down 20%, which sucks because I bought some crypto.com right before Super Bowl. Yeah, it's how it goes. Every time I buy a token, then it suddenly decides to go down. And every time I sell a token, then it decides to go up. I think it's just reacting to me, right? Yeah, I'm that self-centered. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about today. Theta is down to a mere $2.94. I mean, everything's down right now, but that's just what happens in the crypto market. Everybody screams the sky is falling. There's a lot of current world events that are happening that are, pulling things down as well. Who knows when the stock market's going to completely crash? It's just kind of being propped up by duct tape and Bondo right now. So yeah, we'll find out. Except Quant Network is up 10.2% in the past 24 hours, and but down 3.8% in the past 7 days. But Quant Network always it's weird. It kind of runs a little bit reverse to the rest of the market, it seems, just from what I've noticed. I don't have any objective data on that. It's just, what I noticed. Okay, so let's go over here to the old Tweeter thread. And if you don't know, right during the Ethereum Denver conference, whenever OpenC was up on stage, let me scroll down to this tweet, and let's see here. Where you at? Where you at? Okay. Oh, not Tornado Cash. Not that. I went down too far. Okay, so. All right, so anyway, right when the OpenC speaker was on stage, basically OpenC was getting hacked. It just so happens, and I think that was probably planned and coordinated, and yeah, so that's what happens, and that's the crypto world for you, and a lot of people want to make it look as bad as possible, and well, they made it look pretty bad here. A lot of people already hated on NFTs in the first place. Anyway, so here's the OpenC NFT hack explained thread, and this was on February 19th, so it's 2 days ago. Maybe they came out with some more information since then, but there's probably all types of articles now on Decrypt and Cointelegraph and CoinDesk and all that stuff. Those are the major crypto news outlets. So 28 days ago, the hacker uploads a new smart contract. He already knows that his goal is to get as many signatures as possible. So here's a little thread. It's only a four threader thread, so I know some people, don't like threads. I like threads. I find good threaders, and I add them. Anyway, I will go ahead and add this thread. So isotile, it depends on how you want to pronounce it. Decentralized metaverse based on Ethereum. Join #1 metaverse of NFTs by creating your room for free. Okay, I'm probably not going to join that, but this is a useful thread. All right, so so number one, 28 days ago, the hacker uploads a new smart contract. He already knows well that his goal is to get as many signatures as possible. Okay, so he did this well, or she did this well in advance, and planned for this. So start sending emails with phishing websites. They tell you to sign a message to log in and migrate to new OpenC smart contracts. Instead, you're signing a private 0 ETH sale of 0 ETH of your NFTs to the hacker. Okay, so you might find some of these emails come through your email that say we're migrating the token to such and such. You really need to do some double checking on these emails instead of just kind of in a rush. Maybe you're in a cafe on a laptop and you're just like, oh man, all right, I'll go ahead and do this. Just kind of keep up. No, wait till you can get to your home base, till you have some time to kind of sit down and go through the email and check the legitimacy of it, even if it looks legit, like it came from like the real deal website, because you can look up in the address bar and you can see, a lot of times if it's a subdomain of another, like for instance, bankofamerica.com, if something says like, I don't know, chuggingmonkey.bankofamerica.com. If it's a subdomain that says the legit name and then some weird primary domain at the top, and this is the very, very top address bar, and I've had to explain to people, some people who don't really know some of the basics of the internet, it's all the way up at the top where it used to say, where you can put in www.suchandsuch.com. All right, and so anyway, if it says www. Let's say bankofamerica.com, it's probably legit. But if it says www.suchandsuch.bankofamerica.com, that's not legit. Anyway, so he starts sending emails with phishing websites. They tell you, and they probably found a way to make it look like it would say www.bankofamerica.com. So you really need to be careful of that, or a little a zero where there should be an O. That's another thing you need to look out for as well. So they find subtle ways to spoof people like that. So anyway, he starts sending emails with phishing websites. They tell you to sign a message to log in and migrate to a new OpenC smart contract. Instead, you're signing a private sale of 0 ETH to your NFTs to the hacker. And they show here just a little example page, the Wyvern exchange contract on OpenC. Let's take a look at this. Prior to clicking confirm, plug in your Ledger device and select the Ethereum app. Enable smart contract data or blind signing on your Ledger device. And that just shows all this gobbledygook. And that's the thing about MetaMask that needs to be improved. A lot of times they will just show the raw machine code in some of the parts of MetaMask, and they don't show the actual contract information, and you have to like parse that in order to get the address out, so you can take it to Etherscan. Then you can go down to Etherscan and you can look at the contract, and it's just a multi-step process that MetaMask, I think, needs to refine to help the newbies with a lot of their security issues. And for Bankless DAO, it's going to be coming out on YouTube very soon. And once it does, I helped build a video that shows some of the basics, how to detect malicious smart contracts. So I should probably know better now, even after making that video, but there's still a ton I need to learn. Okay, so anyway, so after step 2, he sends you the email with a phishing website telling you to sign a message to log in or migrate to OpenC. So don't trust emails. That's the point. So number 3, today he executes the smart contract function to steal the NFTs before their listings expire. He can do that because he has your signatures stored on his server from that email that he sent out previously, because he set all this up 28 days in advance, you know. Hold on, let me just check my YouTube stream. Okay. And then, as a final note, always check what you're signing, because one click makes a difference. You can revoke access to your NFTs from the official Ethereum website. All this is what we believe to have happened, but the investigation is still ongoing. All right, so there is a way you can revoke, and let's see here, token approval checker and Ethereum. I will open this link and we'll go take a look at that. There's also other websites. There's one here. Let's see, where'd you go? Revoke.cash. So let's see, Revoke. Let me see how this looks on the screen. Yeah, it's not coming up on the screen very well. So let me pull that. Well, okay. Yeah, that's the thing about using this OBS, and I size it to one particular website. And then it doesn't, not all websites are designed the same. There is no standard way to design websites, so you kind of have to just adjust on the fly. Let me change wallet addresses. All right, one second here. But yeah, this is revoke.cash is a website that will allow you to look at everything that your wallet has unlimited access to and signed and stuff like that. And you can go through and you can clear out maybe some sketchy website you visited by accident. Because I was sitting there 2 nights ago, just sitting around, kind of fooling around on Arbitrum, and I was just poking around some random DeFi projects. And I was like, ooh, should I connect my website to this and my wallet to this? You know, and I did. But then I went back and I revoked it later, after I was done. But I kind of was just poking around DeFi projects, kind of learning about them and trying to figure out what makes them different, because that's what I do. And that's the whole point of this show, is to learn the levers and pulleys of a lot of this stuff. All right, so I'm here on Ethereum mainnet. I'm at revoke.cash, and let me go ahead and connect my wallet to this, and let's see what types of tokens and what types of websites and NFTs are all connected here. So let's see, it's taking a second, as it does when I stream. So we'll go back over here to the Twitter while that gets all situated. And so anyway, there's a bunch of really good comments on this thread, and I will link this thread. Okay, so my 2 cents on the left, where it says MitGo, is a legit one. On the right is the one which drained people's wallets. Please study both of them, as the difference is minimal but devastating. Please reach out to someone if you need to talk. I know this will be difficult for many. So let's take a look at both of these and see if I can, on the fly, figure this out. Yeah, and then you'll see just how dumb I am with all this stuff. So yeah, and if I sit here and look at this stuff every day and I still don't, and I'm still not able to find this stuff, yeah, it tells you something. Not saying that I'm like a pro at this, but I'm kind of getting used to looking at smart contracts, and I still I'm just like, let's see here. So here's one. Okay, let's see, take a look and see if there's, okay, so I kind of have a good idea about this, https OpenC.io. I'm going to make sure that that spelling is the same. And all right, so let me go back to this other one. And let's see, let's look at the comments. Difference is minimal. They look, okay, so now let's look at this other one. Okay, so here's the other one. Prior to clicking to confirm, plug in your Ledger device and select the Ethereum app. OpenC.io, that looks the same. Let's see here. I got difference is minimal. They look so different. I'm not even sure what's being compared. That's what somebody says, and somebody else says, "What the f is the difference?" Check the date. It's probably from 2021. It's used for swapping ETH to WETH. Yeah, blind signing the blue field, I guess, is the difference. And there's a little blue field saying prior to clicking confirm, plug in your Ledger device and select the Ethereum app, enable smart contract data, or blind signing on your Ledger device. So somebody says blind signing the blue field in the payment token. So yeah, I guess blind signing is the difference on this one. So, but yeah, I would have totally fallen for that, man. And yeah, it just goes to show you, yeah, everybody is new in this space right now, and it's hard to keep up with what is, what especially whenever new layer 2 platforms are coming out and people are fighting bridges. They just had that big bridge hack. I mean, there's just so many different ways in which somebody can be hacked, and this revoke.com is not connecting my wallet, and I think it's taking a while because I'm streaming live, so I won't worry about that one. But what it does is it shows you a list of websites that your wallet is connected to, and it allows you to revoke access or tokens as well. And here's another one, ethallowance.com. So revoke.cash and ethallowance.com. So it shows here, I've connected one of my wallets on this, and it shows here that I used Acropolis. I guess back in 2020 when I first started learning about DeFi, and they ended up going through a hack. Their community started arguing with each other, and I was just like, hey, you know what, man, I'm out of here. This looks kind of not good. So I got that hunch and that feeling, and then like 2 days later to a week, it was hacked, and I'm glad I got and dodged that bullet on that one. And a lot of people were bitching and complaining, and they said, just be patient with us. We're going to update it. And I didn't ever see Acropolis update until a lot later. I don't know what they're doing now because I got away from that whole situation. But yeah, so so what I'm going to do is I'm going to revoke this allowance for Acropolis, and I just hit that button right there. And of course, since I'm streaming, it's taking a while to do anything. But you kind of get the idea. You can go and revoke access. I got unlimited access to a UTrust token. I'm going to revoke all that. Hex, I messed around with that. So yeah, and look at all this stuff. I mean, this is a lot of different tokens that I've allowed access to. You can go into MetaMask, and you can go here and you click on the little 3 dots on the top right, and you click on connected sites, and it shows you all the websites that you've been connected to. Yeah, so I don't need all these, like app. Yeah, Loser Chick is some dumb little, play to earn type of game. I'm gonna delete that one. So yeah, it's not a porn site. Don't worry. I know it sounds shady. Loser Chick. Wee Piggy. I don't think I'm gonna be playing around on that app. Disconnect. So it's just a good idea to go through and just take a look at different types of websites that you're still connected to, because who knows? You never know that somebody could come in and do something with that. I probably not, but it's just good to be on the safe side with stuff like that. So let's go back to this Twitter thread and let's look down at some of these other comments. Attacker had people sign half of a valid Wyvern order. The order was basically empty except okay, no, that was on the second thread. Okay, so all right, so let me go back to this thread. So OpenC hack explain thread, and let's go look at some of these comments because there were some really good comments. All right, and we let this load. Load. All right. Okay, so thanks a ton for this in-depth explanation. We'll make it to the headline of my next TMZ crypto. Okay, sure. So if you've ever used OpenSea, your funds and NFTs are not safe. There is a bug in the Wyvern token transfer proxy approval that allows anyone to transfer NFTs to other wallets. If anybody has experience with OpenSea contracts, shoot me a DM to report this safely. So, that's the good thing about the whole crypto Twitter community. It's kind of a double-edged sword, and you have to kind of learn how to curate crypto Twitter. Is there can be a lot of crap, and I find myself, being tagged and if you are a person that tags people in like pump and stuff and the tag 3 friends things, please don't include me on those. They just then you just find all these notifications, yeah, it's just yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't spam people and I don't include people in the tag 3 friends type of tweets, so you probably shouldn't do that either. I think it's bad etiquette anyway. So let's see here. Let's see. It says, this isn't it. Atomic merch is only called once. It is an attack on the crazy delegate. Okay, whatever. Let's see here. Thanks for this. Been trying to wrap around my head for some time now. I can't get to understand the relation of this address is when I click on revoke. Would you care to shine a light on that? So let's see. Look what this person's doing. Okay. And it's pulling up. Okay, so it shows here a line from Etherscan on your connected addresses, and then it allows you to revoke that. And okay, so that's what they're showing right there. And let's see what their question is. I can't understand the relation of this address when I click on revoke. Would you shine a light on that? Okay, and then here's the revoke token approval. There's the token address and there's a spender address, and it allows you to revoke that. Okay, so it's a little box. Okay, so when I clicked revoke, it gives this, and which is odd. Give permission to access your ETH. Doesn't it already have access? Thought it would say revoke instead. So let's show these replies, and okay. It seems that the revoke transaction does have a cost on gas fee. Kind of ridiculous at this point, to be honest. Can't help you past this point, though. I'm not revoking for research purposes. But as far as I know, there hasn't been issues with that step of the process. So yeah, and then somebody just showed that revoke.cash website. So anyway, let's go over here to Etherscan. We'll take a look at token approvals. So we'll search by address. Let me get my one of my Ethereum address, and we'll get some token approvals here. And waiting for MetaMask to respond. Man, everything is just slugging today. Boy, I tell you what, everything's taking a while to load. Anyway, this is taking a long time. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and mess around with it. I got the work clock calling me. I got to make that commute down there. I've been on vacation for a week in Denver, working vacation. So I don't have time to sit here and wait for this. But if you go to etherscan.io token approval checker, it will, and you put in your wallet address in there, it will give you a list of everything. Oh, here we go. Connect to Web3, MetaMask. I will go ahead and connect there. And we'll see what it does. Yeah, this is taking too long today to respond. I don't know why my internet address is slower than usual, but you get the point. Go to etherscan.io token approval checker, and you can see, or you can go to revoke.cash, and you can check there, or you can go to what was this other one, ethallowance.com, and there you can check connected websites and connected tokens, unlimited access signings and stuff like that. You want to take off all unlimited access to all of your tokens that, I have some that I have 0 tokens in my wallet, like the Utrust and Hex and stuff like that. But you want to get rid of any unlimited spending by any website. So okay, here I managed to finally copy my Ethereum address, and here we go. I put this in. I press enter and see how long it takes to respond. But yeah, you want to get rid of unlimited spendings. And the problem though is it costs gas whenever you allow a website to spend for the token approval. So you have to kind of just balance what you think is worth it. So here's an ENS name service token right here. I will just go ahead and click revoke on that. And so this is the way you can do it, just straight up from the horse's mouth. I have unlimited access spending to paper, to phantom token, alchemix, staked Aave, bed index, just connect the address wallet to revoke approval. So I got to connect to the Web3 right here and connect my MetaMask wallet. It seems to be taking a while. But you get the point. You connect to Etherscan. First you put in your web address, then you connect to Etherscan, and you can go down and see everything that's connected here. I mean, I have quite a bit actually. I got 2 full pages. So I need to go through and clean some of that up. So it'd probably be a good idea to clean up your mess, man. All right, man. Well, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I'm going to get down the highway and go do the deal. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I will continue on with Shipyard Software and look at the automated market maker that they have made, because I think it's pretty cool. All right, well, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.
Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.